Hi guys, and welcome to Calisthenics Kidz Lesson 16. We are over halfway now. We've built strength, confidence and developed a ton of movement skills. If you've not seen the previous videos, go back and watch them because you'll understand how that all fits in with today. Today's lesson, we're going to be getting our Superman game on. We're going to be focusing on our control in the air. But before we do that, let's get strong and stable. So all I want you to do is you're going to have hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you're just going to move opposite arm, opposite leg. Can we stay in one position without falling over? Opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to move on quickly. We're going to try and go on the same side. So this is going to be very difficult. So let's go. Try and stay balanced on the same side without touching down, and on the other side. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to take our knees off the floor, and all I want you to do is just one hand to the front. One hand to the front. If you're doing this in pairs, high five the person in front of you. Try and avoid wobbling either side. So just hands only. Okay, now we're going to go legs only. Now hands and feet, opposite arm, opposite leg, but this time we're going to try and be off the floor. So press up position. Let's go. In fact, press up position, feet apart, hand at the front, hand at the front, leg at the back, leg at the back, hand and leg hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap sides, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and have a rest. Okay, next thing we're going to do is let's try that side on. So all you're going to do is start with your elbow underneath your shoulder, and I'm going to give you 3 different levels. So level 1, level 2 with straightened legs, level 3, bring that leg up. Okay, so we're going to hold for 5 seconds, going in 3, 2, 1. So pick your level, level 3, level 2, level 1. Hold for 2 and 1. And swap sides, pick your level. Where are you at? Can you stay nice and still? So holding up nice and tall. If you can bring that leg up, even better. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is from our press up position, we're going to see if we can get our knee to our elbow, but we're not allowed to move. So what I want you to do is grab something that is going to rest on your back. Now, this can be a pillow, it can be a book, it can be, as long as it's flat, it doesn't matter. So you're going to pop that on your lower back, and all you're going to see is, does it stay there as you take your knee to your elbow? So hands under shoulders, feet wider than shoulders, and all I want to see is, can you get your knee to your elbow and take it back without that book falling off? So knee to elbow. Can we stay nice and strong in the air like Superman? We're not wobbling about everywhere. I'm going to show you from the side as well. So again, take your knee to your elbow and bring it back. Knee to your elbow, bring it back, and once more on each side. Excellent. Now, if you watched the episode on the Spider-Man movement, which I believe was lesson 6, you'd have seen this movement. So now we're going to just quickly recap it. So hands under shoulders, and all you're going to do, firstly, take one leg off the floor. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fairly simple, but we're going to do the other side now, and then I'll show you the next movement up. So, can we take our foot off the floor, bring that knee towards our outside elbow, make sure it's still off the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put that down. Now what I want you to do is bring your hands over your shoulders, and you're just going to lean over that front leg, see if you can stay balanced. 3, 2, 1, pop your hands down. Now you're going to take this leg back to where it started. So push through the floor so that knee's off the floor. Take it back. The slower you can take it back, the better. Okay, now we're going to see if we can take the other side, knee to the elbow. So hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put that foot flat on the floor. Now what I want to see is we've played about imagining we're on a film set and we're filming with our camera. So you're going to film at the front, then you're going to bring this foot inwards and film at the front here. So at the front here, then twist your foot, film at the side. Now if you keep your hands on the floor, that's fine, but if you feel really confident, filming at the front and twisting to the side. Again, mum and dad, make sure you're doing this as well. Swap sides, so bring that foot up. Imagine we're filming at the front. Then can we shift that foot across and sit back down? Film at the front, twist across. Film at the front, coming over that front leg again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then can we transition? And we're just going to rock either side. And if we can, we're just going to move about in that bottom position. Okay, have a rest. Now what we're going to do is progress to being in the air. Now, we're going to use our frogger. We're going to explode up, almost like we're rocketing off the ground, but then we land still on the floor. So our frogger into an upwards rocket. So hands, arms starting off inside knees, push the floor away, down, and then we're going to explode up and catch ourselves as soon as we hit the floor. So I'm here, explode up and hold. 3, 2, 1. And this time pushing through the floor and down, explode up, hold. This time we're going to play about with jumping backwards. So when you explode up into the air, you're going to jump backwards and just hold yourself in whatever position you end up in. So push the floor away, hold as best you can, explode back and hold. Now you're going to try and catch yourself on one leg when we go backwards. Doesn't matter which leg you come off, but you're going to go from 2 legs onto 1 leg. So push the floor away, hold, and this time catch yourself on 1 leg. Explode up, catch. Let's try the other side. So push the floor away. This time you're going to swap legs. Explode up and catch. See if you can stay still for 3 seconds, because we're going to do that on both sides again. Push the floor away and hold on 1 leg. So push the floor away, hold on 1 leg. Last one. Push the floor away. Make sure you've swapped legs. So push the floor away and hold. Excellent. Now we're going to test how strong and stable Superman's core is. So you're going to start off in your press up position, and all I want you to do is you're going to jump your legs left, middle, right, middle. So hands under shoulders. I'll show you a quick demo first, then I want you to do it with me. So in our press up position, and all we're going to do, in fact I'll show you from this angle here. So press up position, you're going to jump your legs left, middle, right, center. Once you get back to the center, jump up as high as you can. So do this with me. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Left, middle, right, middle, jump. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Go again. Okay, left, middle, right, center, up. Hold. This time, I want you to catch yourself on your left leg. So when we land on your left leg, super quiet. Mum and dad shouldn't even know you're in the room. So we're catching ourselves on our left leg. So for me, that's going to be this side. For you, whichever side that L appears on. Okay, hands underneath shoulders. Left, middle, right, middle, up. Hold. Swap legs. Left, middle, right, middle, up. Hold. Excellent. Okay, now what we're going to do, when we end up on that one-legged position, you're going to take your opposite hand and touch your opposite foot. So if my left foot is on the floor, which hand am I going to reach over with? Well done if you said right hand. So left foot on the floor, right hand reaching across the middle. Whew, a lot to keep track of in our brains. Okay, left, middle, right, middle, up. Land on your left leg and reach down and touch your left leg with your right foot. Okay, now we're going to swap sides. Left, middle, right, middle, up. Land on your right leg and touch with your left hand. Excellent, have a rest. Now what we're going to do is just work on generating a little bit of height for our Superman move, which is coming at the end of the lesson. So we've worked on moving the feet. Now what we're going to do is work on a pulse with the hand. So all I want you to do is you're just going to bend your elbows slightly, keep feet on the floor, and you're just going to try and get your hands off the floor. So very, very simple. Feet stay still. You're just trying to push the floor away as much as you can. Don't worry about clapping or anything fancy like that. We're just trying to create a little bit of a pop. So feet together. We're just going to bend ourselves a little bit and pop. Bend a little bit and pop. Excellent. Now, if you're able to, all I want you to do, you can put pillows down if you want to make this a little bit safer, but as you pop, you're going to try and pop enough to clap. Now, if you're doing this with children, you can have the pillows in front, but you're just going to generate enough of a pop to clap. So I'm going to pop and clap. Pop and clap. Pop and clap. If we can get our hands to move quickly enough, it's going to really help us get the height to be able to clap. But it's probably more about moving fast than it is about generating that height. If you're struggling, you can always put your knees on the floor. We're only going to come down a little bit and pop. Let's come down a little bit, pop. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is when we pop, rather than popping up, we're almost going to bring our hands to the side. We don't have to actually clap, but we're just going to pop enough just to move our hands out and back in. So we can do this on our knees, or we can just do this on our toes. So just enough of a pop to move your hands sideways and back out. So my wrist moves sideways, back out. A little bit of a pop and back. Excellent. Now we're going to have a little bit of a rest. We're going to do some other movements, and then we're going to try and pop to clap. Okay, so our other movements, we're just going to dial in on some movements we've done before. So all I want you to do, nice and tall, all you're going to see is how far back can you move, and then pull yourself back. If you're really strong, you can end up looking like something out of the Matrix, or something that's got special power. So you're pulling yourself using these muscles at the front of our legs. And pull. And pull. Okay. And we're just going to play about with another movement before we get back into that one. All I want you to do, you're going to start off in your press-up position. We're going to go back to a daddy long legs movement. So as we come down, bring this leg out and across. Lean down. Push back. And as you push back, try and coordinate that leg coming behind you. Push back. Try and coordinate that leg coming behind you. Excellent. One more on this side. Good job. Okay, now we're going to try and pop to clap. So this time, might come a little bit lower. Explode up. Bring your hands together. So are we ready? Going in 3. Get ready to pop in 2. 1. If you're feeling really strong, take your chest all the way down to the floor and pop. If you're not feeling strong, then only a little pop's fine. So down and pop. Okay, have a rest. Now what we're going to do in a minute, if you've got so it's just out of shot here, don't worry. If you've got a sofa, all you're going to try and do as you come down is you're just going to try and move your arms out in front. You don't have to get all the way here, but all I want to see is as you come down, rather than the hands coming in, you're just going to flick them out in front of you. So you're trying to explode away from the floor. So just a little bit. We don't have to be all the way up here. If we can, that's great. Again, how low down you go is based on how good you're feeling today. If you're feeling really good, all the way down, not so good, just a little pop. Okay, so going in 3, 2, 1, little pop, and then try and catch yourself. Let's do that once more. Little pop. Good, so it's only the arms that are moving. Now, next thing we're going to focus on is us just getting up in the air. We're going to come back to that move in a second, but we're going to try something called a tuck jump. So we're going to end up in this position in the air, and we're going to try and catch ourselves on the floor before we hit it. So as we jump, we're going to try and bring our knees to our chest, not our chest to our knees, and then just try and land as quietly as we can. So we're here, knees to chest, and then quiet. 3, 2, 1, quiet. 3, 2, 1, quiet. Now we've worked on this before in one of our lessons where we focused on the arms coming through. If your arms are coming through, this is going to be a lot easier. In fact, let's revisit a previous challenge just to make sure that they are. So you're going to sit down, your bum to your heels. As you come up, bring your hands up with you, and let's see if you can land on 2 feet. So 3, 2, 1. And now back into that position. We're going to try that twice more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And last one. 3. This time we're going to land as tall as we can. 2 and 1. Excellent. Good job. Okay, now we're going to try today's movement challenge. Today's movement challenge is for you to become airborne in whatever way you like. I'm going to show you one example. We've already been through loads in today's lesson, but you've just got to become airborne like Superman, however you want. Make sure you tag Calisthenics Kids in your efforts. Now I'm going to try and go back far enough where I'm going to actually be in shot. Let's just move the camera. Grown-ups, mum, dad, make sure you're having a go at this as well. But this is my Superman effort. I want you to tag Calisthenics Kids in your Superman effort. So I'm going to make sure that I've got all of me in the shot. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1. I'll show you one more. So it's just a little pop. Okay, so how can you become airborne? That is your challenge for today. Thank you for joining us on episode 16 of Calisthenics Kids. I'll see you in the next lesson.